Well, guys, it's been a minute. Um, I caught the first two games, but haven't had a chance to actually review it properly. So we'll start off the season with Game 3. And let me tell you guys, going into this, I knew this was going to be a tough season. I didn't really expect the Raptors to be doing as bad as they are now. They are now down 0-3. And today, the Raptors lose to the Philadelphia 76ers 93-100. And after watching that first quarter, I'm like, okay, this is the kind of the Raptor team that I'm expecting this year, and it's just got to be ball movement. It's got to be pushing the pace and just trying to get easy opportunities in transition or wide open looks. But as soon as the second quarter started, the bench unit just couldn't muster any playmaking whatsoever. They got lucky near the end of that second quarter with one of that 8-0 run led by Lowry, OG, and then they got a layup from Freddie. But honestly, that wasn't a good effort in that second quarter. And then you've seen that happen in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. The Raptors lost the second, third, and fourth quarter in a row. And after having that double-digit 11-point lead after the first quarter, the Raptors pretty much just didn't have it. And the Raptors needed Lowry to be on the court 24/7 because he was pushing the pace. He was playing with passion. He was playing hard and getting to the lane, finding guys. He had that beautiful dime to Aaron Baines. We did that wraparound pass. That was sweet to watch. But otherwise, not a lot of playmaking. And my reasons for today's loss are quite simple. I think everybody could see it. First off, Pascal Siakam. Man, after last year's playoffs, I really hoped he came back with a new repertoire, with some new kind of moves, a little improvement, but his jumper is not consistent still, and he has no go-to move in the paint, and they were just going under the screen, and Ben Simmons was giving him all sorts of fits, because a guy like Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, Jonathan Isaac, that kind of build, it was like 6'8", 6'6", 6'7", and guys who can move, like even Jonathan Isaac, I think like 6'10" or something, but guys who are agile, who can move, that can pretty much not be short enough for Pascal Siakam to take advantage of in the post, and fast enough that Pascal Siakam doesn't have any advantages. Those are the type of guys that he's going to see in the playoffs, and he struggles, as you see, as the Raptors constantly tried getting Ben Simmons off of him, but it didn't work because they just went under the screen, and Pascal was bricking every single three tonight. And then he got up, I think, 20 plus shots for 20 points. Just not efficient, and a 0 assist. Another reason why I think Pascal Siakam was a reason for today's loss. He wasn't creating for anybody. The Raptors needed Pascal when VanVleet was struggling because he was getting doubled. Pascal had to take the advantage of that and just start playmaking and finding shooters and all sorts of stuff, because OG gave you 20 with 5 steals, and that's good enough for OG. And then Lowry gave you 24, 8, and 9 around there. And then VanVleet, who was getting doubled all game long, was struggle shooting the basketball. But Pascal, you got to step up there. They're really relying on you. No Ibaka and no Marc Gasol this year, so you're going to bolster some of the... You gotta like pick up the weight for the front court production, but nothing from Pascal there. 0 assists, poor shooting, and just not smart plays. He got fouled out and went straight to the locker room. The frustration, the ticky tack fouls he was being called on. I know some of them were like some bad fouls, but you gotta be hard headed. You gotta be smart, tough minded, because the fouls just kept like adding up, and then Embiid and the 76ers were living at the line. I think Embiid had more free throw attempts. I think he had like 16 free throw attempts, and the Raptors as a team only had 14. Pascal didn't get to the line, I believe, the entire game, so he's got to be more aggressive, attacking and finishing around the rim. Like sometimes you just went too soft. Dunk the basketball, man. You're a big man, slam it hard. Just gotta have that ferociousness and aggressiveness that like you've seen from Ibaka, and like sometimes Norman Powell had that aggressiveness tonight, but he was relatively timid. He was overthinking things as well. He mentioned, I think to one of the interviewers, that said he wants to stop overthinking things, but man, he really needed Marc Gasol's passing on his back cuts and stuff like that to really get him going. But this year it's going to be a little bit harder. challenge for him to get it going, because it's going to be tough to get him set up with those great looks. But man, Freddie and Lowry were getting doubled off the pick and roll, and I expect Alex Len and Aaron Baines to do something. But Alex Len's hands are terrible, and Aaron Baines doesn't really have any movement whatsoever after he grabs the basketball. And that 3-ball that Aaron Baines hit at the end of the shot clock that was taken back really hurt the Raptors at a tough time down the stretch when the game was pretty much Lowry had 2 free throws to push the lead further. Instead, he had 2 free throws to tie the game, and the 76ers just converted basket after basket after that, because the Raptors were making the other mistake of running past shooters. Like Embiid hit 1-3. Don't overreact. Instead, they were running off of Embiid off the line, and then Embiid walked in and then kicked it out to the shooters, where Tobias Harris, Seth Curry, and them were killing the Raptors. Gotta be smart, and the chemistry is just not there. Stanley Johnson looked good in this game, but honestly, I'm not expecting much from Stanley Johnson. Other guys gotta be smarter. Just running past guys, unnecessary fouls. I think Nick Nurse was trying to change the lineup up because he knew it wasn't working. Chris Boucher had no impact in this game. Embiid just bullied him in the lane. And the Raptors couldn't get any rebounds in this game. A huge reason why the Raptors lost this game is the second chance points. They got dominated on the glass in the second half, and the Raptors pretty much had no chance, because the Raptors were killing in the first half with their fast break. But if you don't get the rebound, the defensive rebound, you can't even start your breaks. And that's exactly how the Raptors lost this game. A lot of big problems the Raptors got to face this year. They got to be better offensively. They got to be much better defensively on the glass. That was a huge reason why the Raptors struggled last year, the defensive glass. But I thought Baines and Alex Len could have done a better job. But we'll see as time goes on how the Raptors lineup and rotations are. 0-3. I still expect the Raptors to make the playoffs, maybe a 5th or 6th seed. But this team needs a lot of work and needs some guys to really develop and come forward for the Raptors to have a chance to go into the finals this year. But guys, it's good to be back, but not off to a good start. Guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Until next time, guys. Peace.